To Dino or not to Dino? That's the question. In 1965, Ferrari had a problem. The Commission Sportive Internationale de la FIA made a new rule that for Formula 2, the engines could have no more than 6 cylinders and had to be directly derived from production engines that were produced at least 500 times. So Ferrari sat down with Fiat and said, we need to build a car with a race engine that you can deliver at least 500 times for me to use that engine in my Formula 2 car. And here you go. They made a GT, Gran Turismo car, around that engine. Pininfarina designed the cabriolet, which you find here, and at Bertone they made the famous coupe. That's why those two cars are completely different, the coupe and the cabriolet. Basically, they were built around the same idea. We have to find a nice design around the race engine of Ferrari. The Dino name, and Ferrari tifosi will know this, Dino was the name of Enzo Ferrari's son. He died in '56. There's been movies made around that team, and it was a big thing. And Ferrari was an emotional man, even though his surname was Il Commendatore, and he was a very thorough man. Dino was his son, and his son was lost, but his son was accredited with the V6 race engine. So Ferrari had been using that name for race cars ever since. That's the start of the legend. The final technical design of the V6 was accredited to the very famous Ferrari engineer Antonio Lampredi. And they had a small problem because in Italy, back in the day, and I have this from the designers at Pininfarina, a lot of these commercial collaborations were not written down as we would do today. So Ferrari and Agnelli would sit down, they make an agreement, but the details are yet to be specified later on. And Ferrari wanted this engine to be built in Maranello at his factory, but Fiat didn't trust him. Agnelli didn't trust him. And so they made the engine in Turin, ensuring a steady supply for the Fiat cars. What we have here is a really nice dark blue 2-liter. So the 2-liter is the engine to have, if you like, history, because that's the race engine that was originally developed for the F2 cars, cream interior. It's a so-called 2+2, so you have an excuse to transport people without legs, with all due respect for people who have a problem or had a problem, but there's no place in the back unless you put the seats completely in the front. Wooden finish, leather all over the place, cabriolet, and needless to say, a very nice engine to use. This particular car has been later on updated with the 2.4 that we also find in the Ferrari Dino 246. It's for sale, so both are for sale. So if you want more information on this car, on these cars, then send me a mail and I'll send you the inspection report and a scan of the complete file. If, however, you also have a Dino product for sale, whether that be a coupe, a cabriolet, a 246, a 206, contact me because we have customers and we're going to sell your car. Thank you very much indeed.